and welcome to Dee Talk Live Thursdays. So this is a new segment that the What Dee Thinks community and team have developed in order to bring about the Dee Live Talk Thursdays. In coming weeks, we'll have special guests, we'll have people on board in order to bring you different topics, and they're going to bring you, obviously, their specialization towards the topic. So it's going to be amazing. We're very excited about today as well, because today you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's the Dee Talk Live Thursdays. We're actually inspired, as per usual, because Thursdays is all about inspiration. It's all about what you guys have to talk about, what inspires you, what makes you happy, what you thrive upon, and what pretty much makes a difference for you in your life and as a whole, let's just say, in regards to the community. We've had heaps of questions coming through again, which has been great. The energy is amazing. Everyone's been amazed at, what Dee Thinks Monday lives, with our beautiful love talk, which is great. Mondays will always be specifically for love in regards to that day. So whichever questions you guys want to send through, go for it, because we're going to get down and dirty and delve into those specific topics. So the first question today has been sent to me by one of our What Dee Thinkers, Trish, and basically she wants to know what keeps you sane during COVID. So with what's actually happening at the moment in regards to this pandemic, what's making you sane? What do you do? What makes you happy in order for you to actually thrive at this time? For me, let's just say, what makes me thrive is going within myself and actually writing things as well, like writing articles, and that makes me happy, that inspires me, it brings inspiration towards me. Other things that keep me sane, going for walks, doing my meditations. Meditations are amazing for keeping you alert and putting you into perspective, what else? Exercise as well. Exercise, even though a lot of places are closed at the moment, like gyms. You can do your own form of exercise. There's heaps of exercise regimes, even online. There's exercise programs, things that more or less, get you focused and, get you, in that mindset, that positive mindset that we need to keep at the moment within terms of this COVID, Don't let this COVID get to you, you get to the COVID. Do you know what I mean? You guys can do this because we can do anything, in life. When things throw things at you, you deal with them and you go head on like a soldier. I love you guys. I love you all so much. Hey, Libby. Hey, Georgia. How are you? How are you guys? Thank you for joining us. How is everybody? I hope you guys are all really, really well and you're enjoying your night, whatever you're doing, if you're watching me, or, more or less doing what you have to do. Next question comes from, Mary. So what have you learned about yourself during the pandemic? So what I've basically learned about myself is that I'm a lot stronger than I thought that I was going to be, like I'm more durable, even though I've been through, but regardless, all of us have the strong capability. Whatever you throw, whatever they throw, at you, you're able to deal with it. You realize how much stronger you are as a person and what you benefit from it, because it's a lesson at the end of the day. You're being taught a specific lesson in order for you to keep on going, because you have to grow. It's part of your growing. It's part of your learning. So more or less, I've learned that I can be stronger. I can do anything with my life and more or less be really, really happy. Hello, everybody. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Con. Hello, Mary. Everybody's on. You guys are gorgeous. There's another question that's come through as well from Elizabeth. Have your priorities in life changed? What do you now place value on? My family, 110%, my family. My priorities always were my family, but most to next to nothing. They're more or less, yeah, like they've always been there. But you take for granted so many things in your life because you're not able to actually see clearly until something happens. It's always the way when people go through a specific thing in their lives, they're more or less shadowed. They're more or less, it's like a force field over somebody's face where they're not able to take in what's actually happened. And, you know, they take it for granted. They pretty much take it for granted. And they're like, you know, why is this happening to me? Why, you know, it's happening for a specific reason, in order for you to grow, in order for you to thrive, in order for you to be cherished in somewhat way, you know, for you to come back to your realness, your soul, you know, like that's more or less what it's about at the end of the day. Also, another question that I think is fabulous, and more or less I think a lot of people have gone through this, is have your relationships been tested? You know, have they become stronger, or they haven't? I know a lot of my friends at the moment are going through challenging times because they're not able to see their partners as much as what they're used to seeing them. Or if you're stuck with your partner, you know, you never knew the person that you were with up until you had to spend so much time with them, you know? So you're stuck in a position where it's like, oh my God, I'm with this person 24/7. Like, can I get a break? Like, it's crazy, you know? Like, give me some air. Or there might be habits, there might be things that you don't like about this specific person when you actually, you know, but that's what I was saying in regards to unconditional love too. You know, when it's unconditional, you accept all their flaws. There have been so many relationships that have fallen apart and they haven't stood the test of time, only because they weren't able to, you know, they're not, their capability wasn't strong enough, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be really. Like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Like, let it be. Take it every day as it is, you know, step by step, day by day, you know, and everything will come to its purpose. If it's supposed to be right, if you're supposed to be with this person, it will be, because you'll work it out somewhat way. But when it comes to other things, bigger things, sometimes it's not always the way it's supposed to be. It doesn't work that way, you know. It doesn't, you know, work that way, sort of thing, you know. Another question, which is amazing for obviously Thursdays, which is our inspiration sort of day, is what inspires you? What inspires you guys? What actually inspires you? What inspires me is talking to you guys, because I have a foundation, I have a community, I have a love for talking to people, as you know. Whoever knows me, I'm very expressive, I'm very loving. I care about the world in a good way, because my main message is to help, obviously, the millennial generation and Generation X, and to also help past generations in order for them to understand who Generation X and millennials, like everyone, is. Because there are so many underlying issues in terms of our society at the moment, where people aren't able to understand who a millennial is or who their child is, because communicative boundaries have come up so strongly and so high up that there is no communication there anymore, because we're so inflicted with social media at the moment that it's a great tool, don't get me wrong, but it is not the tool in order to give to your child and just ignore it, or just ignore people and not talk to them. Where is the communication gone? Where is the passion gone? Where is the loving mom and dad? You know, like, my parents are very old school. Therefore, they've always had that, let's talk to our daughter, let's talk to our son, let's be there for them in one aspect, but they do it in their own way. I understand there are parents out there that do talk to their children in their own way, but don't just give your child an iPod or an iPad or whatever it is and be like, here we go, have a good night, it's great, you know. And they shy away from the truth as well because they don't want to be faced with it. That's the thing. That's the whole concern. There are so many pressures on this generation at the moment that need to be addressed. These kids need our help, in order for them to understand what's going on, in order for them to confide in us because they're so scared. Their fear, they've got so much fear in them that they need us to be there for them, to more or less salvage, help, save what is left of the generation in order for them to thrive, because this is our future. They're part of our future. They're the people that are going to lead us into greatness. And that's where my message about what Dee thinks, here she is this side, stands for and what she believes in. Because we need to help society as a whole, So it's got to be that. Exactly. And it's true, Libby, surrounding myself with positive individuals provides inspiration because there's a wholeness. There's when you're around positive people, what happens? Positivity comes out, realness comes out, drive comes out. So many things become manifested. So many things become real. They come to surface and they're amazing because they're real, Positivity is about bringing positive vibes and believing in ourselves. Do not let the negativity of you falling or shying away from the field take you out of the game. At the end of the day, this game is for us to play because it's a life purpose. It's your life journey. Everybody has one, I have been through a big journey, but I wouldn't change it for the world because you know what? It's what Dee thinks. And I love it. I love it so much. And I love you guys so much. And, more or less, it's the way we need to lead. We need to lead everyone towards this specific emotive, it's my favorite word, have you noticed? Emotive feeling in order for them to feel it as well. What makes me feel happy is making others happy. What makes me feel inspired is being inspired myself because then I can inspire people. I can bring them to, that positivity and that realness, Frank, you're beautiful. You're a trailblazer. You guys are beautiful. I love you both. And next on the agenda. So let's ask, okay. Yeah, good one. All right. So my friend, hang on a second, guys. Sorry. All right. We've been asked another question and it's from my friend Con. So have you discovered anything about yourself this past few months that's bad or that's good? So things that have come up in order for maybe clearing, that need to be addressed possibly, that need to more or less, come out to the surface, something that, more or less you believe that, has, come to substance. So with me, not only did I discover, let's just say, that I had the strength, but I had more or less discovered that there are so many things at the moment that are happening in the world and so many things that need to be more or less addressed and so many things that need to more or less bring us back to our true substance, And yes, Mary, positivity and feeling good rather than miserable is our natural state. Exactly. Because positivity is more or less to be brought upwards, to be more or less pushed towards our boundaries, in order to make somebody happy, Kindness breeds kindness, raise positivity, create love. Yes, Elizabeth. Bring up the vibration, push that towards society, More or less, kindness does breed kindness because you're attracting like for like. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You give something out to someone, right? I'll give you an example, let's just say, right? So if I wanted to attract somebody that was, kind, or I wanted to attract something that, was in my, in my best interest, right? So basically, I was like, okay, I want to attract somebody that's going to be really, really nice. So what would you have to do in order to attract that person? You'd have to attract exactly the same emotion towards that person in order to receive that emotion back. So you're attracting like for like. At the end of the day, whatever you attract out to the universe, out to people, towards people, is what you're going to get at the end of the day. Because it's all about being more or less attentive to it, If you're going to be negative, you're going to get negativity. It's at the end of the day. Or if you want to manifest the man of your dreams, let's just say, you write a manifestation list of the man of your dreams that you want to manifest, right? You put it there. You leave it to the universe. It's part of law of attraction, which Elizabeth and I spoke about today, right? So the law of attraction is about manifesting things in somebody's life, in your life, in my life, general, right? If you, let's just say, think about something or you manifest something and you forget about it, 110% chances are that'll happen because you've forgotten about it and you haven't put all your energy in one basket or specified it specifically on that topic. So you've forgotten about it. It's gone. See you later. It's gone. And then 100% of the chance that manifests into reality because it's happened to me so many times, right? So that's about manifestation. It's about bringing abundance together. It's about, bringing forward what you want in your life. You're able to bring it forward because it's what you want. They're the things that you want, that you're happy about. Inspiration. It's inspiring to you because it's what you want at the end of the day. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for having me. Thank you for sitting down and taking time to actually listen to me and be here tonight. Obviously, this is our first Thursdays, Dee Talk Live, which is amazing. In coming weeks, as I said, we will have people on board, so special guests, people coming on board to talk about specific topics that they specialize in. And obviously, I would love for you guys to send through all your questions, whatever topics you want to talk about. It'll be so much fun. We can make this fun, While we're in this COVID thing, let's bring this COVID down. Do you know what I mean? It's all about bringing positivity, smile, because it makes people smile. And shine bright for the night to see you. Shine your bright light in order for the night to see you. Be that person that people are going to remember you for, Always be that person because they'll always remember what you said. They'll always remember what you did. But the most important one is they'll always remember how you made them feel. Because when you make somebody feel a specific way, they're so thankful for it. And it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing to have. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to say au revoir. Goodbye to everybody. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being part of tonight's live. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Send me all your questions through for Monday. Love talk. So we can go through everything. It was amazing. It was so much fun. Relationships are so much fun sometimes. Only sometimes. If you love the person, it's always beautiful because I love love. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. Dee Talk Live Thursdays. We're #1, baby. Woo! See you guys. I love you.